don't like truth. And they are looking for women to come and talk for them. You, the doctor, say you people have too many problems. We don't like truth. And they are looking for women to come and talk for them. You, the doctor, say you people have too many problems. They are interfering in this personal life. You people should go and get busy. So it's me that will now live my life and come and be talking Nigerian truth. Are you for me?
How was your day?
So guys,
my day was fine.
I was walking around and
I'm just in the house cleaning.
Okay, you have church. That's good. I was walking around and I saw the evidence they brought out about Justin and Cora, and the evidence one blogger said they chatted that it's a lie, it's a this, it's a that. So I started going through the chats, you know. I started going through the chat and I was like, okay, what's going on in this chat? What did they talk about and all of that, you know? And I happened to see that this, if it's true, like they say, but the girl debunk it, that they have an affair. You could see a trace of maybe a girl angry. The girl said it in the text. He blocked me. Why did he block her? He went back to his beloved family. His wife is pregnant. He faced his wife and his business. He abandoned her, he dumped her, which is a national anthem in our country. You go and sleep with a sugar daddy. Sugar daddy no longer wants you. There is no sugar daddy that will tell you, oh, I overlove my wife, that you will open for. Will you? Will you? You understand? I don't like Lolo, but they are still on my page. Let them see that. Welcome to my page. Hi everyone on backup page. How you all doing? I'm live on Lolo's Talk Show. So if you want to join me there, you can also join me there, okay? You can also join me on Lolo's Talk Show on my star page too, but this one is going to be running. Hi Jamila, I'm on Lolo's Talk Show. How are you doing? Good evening. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright? I greet you all so much. Who is printing something there? Oh, this video, why didn't you give me big letters? No, we want to hear you in Uganda. You want to hear me in Uganda English? Terrible. Alright, so I read through the text and I was like, what's this? What's the big deal in these text messages now? What is the big deal in these text messages? And what are Nigerians trying to cover? What are we trying to cover? Tell me, what are we trying to cover? Some of you don't understand me, and I don't even want you guys to understand me. A woman came out to tell us she cheated on her husband. And some people are turning it to fiancé. It is fiancé. Fiancé what? Traditional marriage has finally
I think
fiancé.
all those ladies, they have been cheating on their husbands. They have been sleeping around.
Fiancé. All of a sudden, a woman who admitted she cheats after her traditional marriage. You people are now saying it's okay. Is that what you guys are portraying now?
I guess so.
Is that
It
what
is
you
okay
guys
for a
want us
woman
to
to sleep
accept?
around
That it's okay.
after
She came out to
her
cheat. She's a
traditional
brave woman.
marriage.
So all of you want to cheat, you better go and be confessing to your husband, no? Sharply.
I think they have been
Go
doing
and
the
confess to
same
your
thing,
husband that you have cheated
so
also.
they think it's
As you know,
normal.
that time you were fiancé. Make sure you do that. Thank you so much, Juliet, for this now. You understand? Go and confess to your husband if that is what you people are trying to cover, or telling me it is okay to tell your husband then. First and foremost, let me tell you guys, all this bullshit that is coming out does not matter anymore. They are divorced. Cora, if you don't know,
Oh, they are
let me
divorced.
tell you, all this bullshit you are bringing out has no effects. After all, you are not going to marry again. You are not going to settle to be together again. So you bringing all this bullshit out. Let me tell you, girl, you are destroying yourself. Because when you
You
finish
don't know
dating,
tomorrow, no.
you will start to face your lonely life all by yourself. Do you understand? Everybody will know you for who you are. They will know Justin for who
How?
Justin is.
She's pretty, she'll get a new man
But let me tell you,
who will accept her to cheat. Leave her, leave her. That's my
even
baby
this
girl.
your sister can go back and call from him.
The sister just came to America to help
so all this bullshit,
Cora to tell the world that Justin had a mistress.
Which use is it to us?
She couldn't say it by herself.
What use is it going to do? Is it going to settle the marriage for you? Is this one going to settle the marriage
And she
for
came
you?
to America to clear the family name. So clearing a family name makes you tell the whole world you cheated. You are not clearing anything. You did not clear anything.
Even me, some are jealous and crying that I am talking Kura just now. I will soon tire of the matter.
Yeah, I'm tired.
They just want to cut from me.
I like gossip.
You get
That is why I'm so
so it is left
listening.
for you. Let me see, we can do something.
I'm sick and tired. God. This is face steamer. If you need one, you go to Amazon. You get yourself one. Amazon.
Today nobody want to hear what Justin had to say again. Isn't it? Very soon we too will go tire for the one we
I prefer this one because this one is there,
as a responsible mother,
it's first.
who you claim to be.
And this one too is first. You can see.
All this shit that is
See,
coming
it's
out of your
first.
mouth is not
So
supposed to.
you
Because
just
for
see
your
the
girls
line, but it's
not
first.
to grow up and see you talking all this, you could say, no, I won't do it again. Let me forget. After all, marriage is over. Marriage is over. Marriage is over. Why are you telling me?
In America, marriage is over in just 2 months.
And I'm off.
Here in Germany, you need 1 year
Yes,
separation.
to be honest,
And
this is
even
another truth that
after
will
1
give
year
you
separation,
this night.
if the other
I
one
will get my own from
does
it.
not appear in court,
And
it
I'll
will
go to
take
my bed and I'll
years.
sleep
Yeah.
fine. Some
It's
people
not
ask me,
easy.
how do you sleep? Of course I sleep. Am I the cause of it? I'm not the cause of it. I am not the cause of it. As long as God keep giving, we keep analyzing. Not that some people don't know the truth. They know the truth, but they believe, I mean, let me just do my video, cash my money and leave.
Yes, they don't want to tell the truth.
They know the
Here in
truth.
social media, I've noticed that
Thank
it's
you
not
so
about
much for the
truth.
star.
It's about
Thank you so
making
much.
money,
Thank you.
twisting
You understand me? People know
words
the
and
truth,
making money
but because
out
they don't
of
give a
people's
F about
problem.
you, they collect
They
their
don't
money
care
and they
about you.
leave. They put their post
Because
there.
if you
The one that suit
comment
the
the
people,
truth
the
under
people
someone's
want to hear.
video, they will
And
kick
they
you
go.
out
And
and
when you stop
block
talking,
you.
we grab
They'll
a
block your ass and kick you out.
Allah is making
And
money
if you are not
true.
lucky, they will insult you
Let me read it well for you.
because
So
your
bride
your
price
truth
or
is not what they are
traditional
talking
marriage
about.
is
They are
Nigeria
talking about
easy.
what they
No,
want
it's
to
not
talk
about
about.
concealer.
And you don't have the right to
Anything
comment the
because
truth
they
under
can't
their
stand it.
video.
They just can't face it. They can't face
But
it.
here everyone is welcome. You can comment. You
Thank
can
so
share
much for
your
the star,
opinion.
Thank you so much.
You can share your opinion.
You
Do not attack anyone's opinion. You can
settling the matter.
ask questions about people's opinion, but do not attack them or insult them because they own their right to their opinion. Please. We agree to disagree.
It won't change or bring her back, no. See as I'm holding my mouth here. See as I'm holding my mouth, let the word I want to
We
say.
agree to disagree. You can comment, you can like, you can share the video for me, please. I am here washing my face almost every day for you guys to see the improvement of you can see my face, you see.
Thank you so much, Mariama.
So every day I will come here and wash my face for you guys to see the difference. If I don't use this face steamer, my pimples will not go. So I have to use it almost every single day.
Just don't get it. Supposed to give me big letters, but it didn't.
When I was a teenager, I didn't have this. I only got this from pregnancy.
If I have this video and come back, I don't know how it's gonna look like. They just can't face the truth. No, they can't. Trust me. This is America.
You can use, by the way, you can use face steamer for your vagina, for your face, and for your hair. You can use it for your hair
She
too.
didn't come to stay with you. She's gonna go back. If what you're portraying is true, you're such a fragile human being according to you. If it's so, I don't know. But you need your sister. This has proven that her sister is the one ruining the marriage, running the marriage for her.
Yes, he's a spiritual married man. The spiritual husband of Korah is Nancy. Nancy is Korah's spiritual husband.
Just like the way the sister earlier said it, that she is the one that is holding the marriage. This just proving for her sister to fly all the way from Nigeria to America to come and stand in the back and be telling her, say it.
Tell them you cheated. Tell them you cheated. You are coming to clarify your family name by saying you cheated. Who cares what justice says about Korah if she cheated or not? Nobody cares. For him to leave Korah with baby after 4-5 days after birth. That was all. You didn't care anymore. But now you are out telling people you cheated. Come on. We thought it was one of those things men do or women do when they are divorcing. Lying against each other or saying things. Nobody cares, Korah, what they're saying or saying about you. You may think it is all over. People are saying that, but really no one cares. People were thinking about you and the children. You were worried about you and the children, not about Justin. But now it seems like all what you were doing, it was played. And now you needed your sister to say something because your sister said, if you cheated and the man did not catch you or have any evidence, you did not cheat. And now you have getting boss because your sister is pushing you. Yeah, the sister told Korah to stop wearing those clothes or shaking her bum bum. Yeah, the sister was angry at Korah
You understand?
for oh yes, you see, Nancy is Korah's spiritual husband. Nancy does not want to compete with Justin. Justin, get away. Nancy, Korah belongs to Nancy alone. She doesn't want to share her with any man or any woman. Nancy, now you can have Korah for yourself, okay? Spiritual husband. You can have your sister, marry your sister. In the night, when you are flying, you go and take your sister with you.
So you can see the sister is even ashamed of her. My God, this is terrible. We are going to listen to the video because I didn't listen. According to her, she marriage, and because of that, she was out there cheating. Oh, that's a long one. I can't read it. It's too small. My husband is angry. I don't want to go get glasses. But with this kind of lashes, you can't put on glasses. Or do you want me to put it under my nose? That's why I'm not going to get glasses. I can't wear glasses with lashes like this. It's not possible. I can't. That's why I don't need it. Because I don't need glasses to drive. I just need glasses to read. But with this kind of lashes, I cannot put on glasses. And my husband is not happy about it.
Please, you can share the video for me. You can like, comment.
Let the game begin. Yes, you came to finish for me. I don't see any good Nancy came to do. Nancy came
Yes.
to the little that is left.
And she doesn't even like Cora's children. The way she denied June. Hey, don't call me mama. I'm not your mother. Your mother is there. The way she did this to the girl. Oh my God.
What they say, Lola should say loud is Justin cheats. Justin cheats. And this is Justin's evidence. This is evidence. Where we come from, me and you. Since when a man cheating become...
The problem is not he cheating is the problem. No. The problem is Justin coming out to say Cora cheats. But he himself, he knew he also cheated. So why will you come out and call her that she cheated? But you yourself, you did the same thing. Even though Cora did the first move, still you also did the second move. So cheat. It's called to. We all cheated. So what is the problem?
But you guys coming outside now to be making big deal, Justin cheats.
Wife cheats, husband cheats, everyone cheats in the marriage.
That is the taboo in it. That is what we are supposed to be ashamed of. That is what we are supposed to preach about. That it is not nice.
I'm supposed to wash my face first before putting face mask. I'm sorry guys, this is not how we do it. First with face cleanser and then you will use face mask. Because of gossip, I forgot to wash it, but I'll wash it later.
So for that man to accept Cora after she cheats, then he tried. Carry your better paper. Maybe we should mark results. Who tried pass?
The man really tried from the beginning, but he said Cora was cheating along their marriage, you know. After she cheated and told the husband, when I was in Africa, I cheated. She did not tell the husband when she was in Africa. When she came and they did the court marriage, she told the husband and he forgave her. But he is saying she did not end it there. She was still cheating. After he forgave her, she was still cheating. This is what the husband was saying. But now, I have heard they are ex. No more husband and wife.
Yes, if that is what you people want to be now, it is good for you people. Continue with it. But I will tell you, you responsible young girl out there, you are great.
Let me go. Because a man cheats or a woman cheats doesn't mean they don't have the right to date again. No. They all have the right to date again.
Responsible women out there, please do not. Mama, call on the other number. I'm on live with that one. Any responsible young girl out there, please do not imitate these people. You cannot cheat on your husband while you are married. Why is your fiancé? You can't do that. It is.
There's no fiancé. Traditional marriage is not fiancé thing. It is the official marriage. The people here, marriage is also official for the Western world. To us, it's our traditional marriage. To them, it's court marriage. You go to court, you sign. That's the traditional way.
Let's go. We will use pen and paper to write it down. Who started the cheating between the two of them?
Cora. It is Cora, our own sister Cora.
Mama, the other numbers, please. Okay, mommy. I know you watch it. Call on the other numbers.
It was a mistake for you to come out to tell us that you cheated, girl. Never do this again. Never. I thought you wanted to clear your family name, but you came to destroy your family name by telling us, yes, I cheated.
Please, don't forget.
Are you okay?
Because me, I don't forget. I'm going to summarize it for you guys. What led to this process? What led to this junction that Cora and Justin are standing on right now? Okay, mommy. Yeah. Between Cora and Justin now about the cheating is that they are seeing Justin as the one, and then they are seeing Cora as the man. So
Yes. Most of those people behind Cora, they are lesbian. They see Cora as a man. They are in love with Cora. So to them it's normal that Cora cheated. Because Cora is a man in their eyes. Mm-hmm.
So Cora is supposed to cheat because Cora is a man. So Justin is not supposed to cheat because he's a woman. That's why they want to demonize and crucify Justin because Justin is a woman. Cora is married to Justin because Justin is Cora's wife. So Justin is not supposed to cheat.
Let me set time.
That's what they see. You don't understand? I understand you, but I don't understand them. I understand you very well. So me, I don't know why in Justin's case and Cora, they have to change the other way. Yes. Because they are covering something.
Okay, I have set time. So 5 minutes. Then 5 minutes. But your African men cheat. Most of African men, this is what they do. They even go for second, third, fourth, fifth wife. How many Western world have you seen going for like second wife? In Africa, this is what the men are doing. They go for second wife, third wife, fourth wife, fifth wife. Oh, we are here and abandon their children, and we have to take care of their children. And most of this Western world men, they come for their children. They take care of their children more than Africans.
Let's summarize it again, guys. Let's summarize the whole thing. Because the way Africans are trying to cover it up, it is not acceptable. When two people condemn it that it is not acceptable,
1 minute.
Then we can move to the next phase. Thank you so much, Mariam. Thank you so much for the stuff. Appreciate you guys for the stuff. Thank you so much. Okay. You understand? Cora cheated after their traditional marriage. And some people are calling traditional marriage fiancé. Can you cheat on your fiancé? I came in with a fiancé visa. Does that stop the fact that your head, that's your kindred, chop cola and chop cow? Accept to give this person's hand in marriage. And without that traditional marriage, you cannot get fiancé visa to America. I know you people want to throw it in the dustbin. After that, this woman went and cheated. I'm not saying people should disappear. I'm not saying you people should not talk to her. That's not what I'm saying. But let us use it and advise other upcoming young girls and married women. That is
and the white people, the Western world, they know that Africans, our traditional marriage is the real marriage. They know we do not care about paper things. They know. That's why you have to, if you are an American, you have to marry someone from Africa, first traditional marriage, before they will give you fiancé visa. Because they know after traditional marriage, you guys are official married in Africa, but not in the Western world.
Yes.
Oh, someone said my favorite. Thank you.
Me too.
Thank you, blessings.
I'm telling you. Because I know what I'm saying. Only share of history of adultery. Even coming out to accept it.
That she, hey, Cora, that was so bad of you. You came, you said your sister came from Nigeria, your papa sent her to clear the air because of your family name, but you end up disgracing yourself by telling us you cheated. Who cares? You shouldn't have told anyone you cheated. We do not care. It's better we do not know. 4 minutes. Normally this mask should stay like 30 minutes, but I don't have that time.
My God, thank you so much. This is not nice. Whatever is happening now, we should even put that one aside. Should we be applauding a woman who came out to save the man? Yes, I commit it. After they have paid your bride price. So we should still sit down and be applauding her. Good job, you did well for coming out to say it. Hey, the man cheat also. Since when a man cheat become a problem? Since when? I'm not saying it's the best, but that is not.
But no, Justin should have not come out to tell us Korah was a chronic cheater, because he is also not perfect. And Korah's problem is that Justin came out to call her chronic cheater, and Justin himself knew he also cheated on Korah. That is the problem Korah have right now. That's why will you come out to disgrace me? Meanwhile, you know that you yourself, you also cheated. So what's the difference between Korah and Justin? If someone cheated on you and you cannot handle it, don't forgive them. Just quit. Let them go. Because after this court marriage with Korah, Justin, you could have called the marriage off. You could have called it off and tell the judge that this is what she told you, this is what happened, so you do not want her anymore. They will send her back to Nigeria and everything will be over. But it seems like Justin was in love with Korah. That is why he forgave her.
A woman in love. There was love there.
Yes, he was loving her, loving Korah. Loving you is everything. Loving Korah is everything. Loving Korah was everything for me. Justin, Justin is singing. Love you, Korah. Used to love you, Korah. You cheated on me, baby. Okay, 6 minutes. Normally it's 30 minutes. But I don't have the time.
I don't know.
Now the white people, they are watching us and thinking black women cheating. And because of this, I don't think many girls in Africa will get the chance to come to Europe or America, because the men will be afraid, like, hello, I'm not gonna do this. She's gonna cheat. If I married her for her to wait for her fiancé visa, she's going to cheat. Thanks to Korah's sister. He wanted Korah to give birth because he was in panic. Some people said, why will a woman tell you that maybe the baby is not yours, but you still insist to stay? Yes, because he loved the baby. He wants the baby. You know, some white men, ex-friend of mine, a girl, we were friends, we are not friends anymore, she's not an ex-friend. Her mother and her father, they were together, a white man and a woman from Ghana. They were living together. But this woman was having a boyfriend from Africa, from Ghana, alongside her husband. And she went to labor to give birth, and the baby was black. The baby was black. The man took the baby and adopted her. He did not give the baby up. White people, they are different. They adopt so fast, and they know adoption is like your own child. If you adopt a child, that child is yours. It's like you giving birth to that child. But Africans, we do not respect adoption. We do not care. An African will adopt a child and sleep with a child. No, your child, if you adopt a child, is yours. Whatever property you have belongs to that child. If you get old, that child will grown up, work and take care of you because it's your child. That child, the government will take money from the child to give to their adoption parents and not the mother and the father who gave birth to them. If you do not know. If I give my child to an adoption free now, and my child is now rich, that parent who took care of that my adoption, my child who I gave for adoption, the government, if they are old and I'm old, the government won't ask my child to pay for me or to look after me. The government will order my child to give money to that parent who adopted him because they were the one who took care of him. And I was not the one, so I won't get that money. This is how the law works. Okay, you give your child to adoption free, you lose your child. Even though you are the mother and the father, you are the parents. Still, their parents, his parents or her parents is also the adoption parents who took care of him or her. So Justin, you see, these Western world people, they think different. To him, even if the child was not his, he was married to Korah, he would adopted the baby and take the baby from Korah, believe me, or from the father. He has the right because he was there for the baby. So if you think, why should Justin stay there for Korah and blah blah blah, you are thinking wrong. It was his right as a father because he was then time Korah's husband, legal husband. So the child is automatic his child, even if it was not his biological daughter. Still, it is his daughter. Okay? So you people should stop twisting things and making drama out of this because you want viewers, you want followers, you want money. No, I don't think this is right. Okay, 11 minutes. I can wash my face.
1 year, 2 years, 3 years, no job. Just think that it's okay, don't worry. I'm gonna take care of you guys. Just be doing your music. If you go, you go. If you don't go, it's not a problem.
They said Korah was the one paying everything for Justin. The beach house was expensive, and Korah was paying it, and Korah could not pay it anymore. That is why they were fighting. But Justin was the one paying the beach house. He said, I was the one paying everything until recent, like 3 months ago. So you see, and maybe that's one day, maybe it could be true he was jealous of Korah not bringing the money from social media to the family and she wanted to have it for herself. Maybe Justin was angry about it and jealous that Korah had the money alone.
Why are you believing what Korah is saying now over what Justin is saying?
Yeah, you should not believe them. Those two, they had furnitures, everything they needed, but they moved to their new apartment, this beach house. All of a sudden, they didn't have anything in the house, only mattress. Can't you guys get it that they wanted their friends to buy everything for them? They both planned it. They wanted their followers, their friends to buy furnitures, everything for them in their house. And Korah put shipping address. They did not buy anything for the baby and for June. Everything was shipped by their friends. So Korah and Justin, this is what the two of them, they plan to save their money, and your followers will do everything for them. So you should not say he was the man, he was supposed to do this in the house and he didn't do. Yes, the two of them planned it, okay? They planned it that their followers will ship everything for them, will buy everything for them. And they wouldn't buy anything because their followers were ready to do that for them.
He brought her to America. She wasn't working. He was paying all the bills. All the bills. Until she started making money. And that part of the people will say just in the
Cora does not play with her money, oh. It's like my daughter, she doesn't play with her money. If you mess with her money, she go finish you. My daughter.
It's not nice. Husband and wife are supposed to do things together.
Uh-huh.
What is supposed to be? When I don't have to eat my own pleasure. Now that you now have, my own is not supposed to be shared together. All of a sudden,
Many African women are like that. If they work, they don't want to help their husbands. Yeah, they don't want to help their everything is mine. They would rather give it to their brothers and cousins and mother and father. They don't see their husband as their family.
That is what they do in Africa. The man will help them achieve education. And when they finish, they will tell the man, you are not my class.
If you're a white man on this page, listen to me, okay? And be careful. Just be careful. I'm not saying every black girl is like that. But be careful. Africans, they do not see their husband as family. Even if it's the man or the woman, they always think their mothers and fathers and sisters are their family and not their husband. Because it's just marriage. That we have to marry and make kids. That's all you are to them. Most of them, they have to learn. Because they did not know their husband is their family. They think their parents are still their family members. Their cousins and brothers are still their family members and not their husband. Because it's just marriage and nothing more. This is how we Africans think. Before, this is how I was thinking. I used to think like that. Me, I think my mother, my brother and cousins, they are my family. If I married, still, my family is them and not my husband. And so I learned that no, my husband is my family and my kids. Because I moved from my mother's house to my new husband's house. He is my family now and my children.
She get to meet people every day. Justin was part of it. They go around together. Everywhere she goes.
And he was the cameraman. Justin was the cameraman.
He knows the laws. They end up getting married. His mother feels in support of the marriage. Even though they were working, but you know how African parents so much love their children. As long as they say it's what I do, they say let's go there for support. That is what they do. That is what they do.
He said my mom has never taken plane before, but she did it for Cora.
They're like cat and rats.
Oh,
What a shame. What
I
a
still
shame.
have some. I have to clean it up.
Out there as perfect couple, packing money in your pockets. Justin was also going with you because he felt like
Yes, the two of them. They have to pay the money back to Facebook. They have to pay the money back to Facebook. Just you and Cora.
You have to pay the money back to Facebook. How you lie to your followers with that perfect family. We were all for Cora. So we are for Cora and Justin. We are for the two of them. We are not against anyone. Me, I'm for the both of them. Don't think, say I speak the truth, I have to take side. I do not take side. You can't tell me to stand left or right. I prefer in the middle. If you want to go left or right, that's your business. But let me stay in my middle. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hey, what has happened here? Can you guys see me? My camera is dark. Shy. Yes. After the wedding, the court wedding thing. Yeah. She told him, because that time everything was official. Cora, if it was not because of the green card, then because of what? This is why people are saying it was because of green card. Because you could have told Justin when you were in Africa, but you didn't. If I were you, I wouldn't have even tell Justin anything. Let me be honest here. If I were to be you, Cora, I wouldn't even say anything to him until today. I won't. Because what he does not know will not kill him. Okay. What is happening? I can't see myself well. Let me hide my lights. Highlights. Because I can't see myself. Oh. Can you guys see me? It's too dark here. I think he thought he could forgive Cora, but he realized that he could not forgive Cora. Yes. And they were fighting all the time. Said the sister, they were fighting. But Cora said everything was perfect. But the sister said they were fighting. They were calling her all the time. She even blocked Cora and the husband. I've washed my face 2 times. I'm adding a different mask. This is different one. This is different. This is green. The other one was white. White people, they think different. You cannot live with a white man. I mean, more than half of them will take the baby, even if it was not his. They will adopt the baby and take the baby and divorce you. This Ghana woman, the husband divorced her, and he took the baby, adopted the baby, and the baby is from Ghana. That baby was black. Blacker than me. He adopted her. He lived with the baby alone and kicked the mother out. This is how white people they are. Okay, I'm not saying all of them will take the baby. Some of them wouldn't even take the baby. But most of them will take the baby. Some will stay with the woman. Some will divorce the woman. It's individual. But most black men will never take the baby. Most of them. Only one you will see. Or you'll find they will take the baby. No. Even their mothers, their family members will say no. Me, I will let my brother take the baby. If the baby is not for my brother, I will try to take the baby. You have been there in their life forever, like they know you as their father. Why will you give the baby away? You will take the baby. They don't see anything. So, okay. And this is for, I think it's 5 minutes. This is aloe vera, jojoba, and what is inside? Trauben quiet then. Grape seed also then. Wow, I like it. It makes your face very soft. 10 to 15 minutes.
Alright, thank you so much, Kola. I appreciate that. Thank you. You that is talking, are you holy? That is why you people don't like me. Because I always make you think what you are trying to hide. Listen, nobody is saying I am holy. Okay? This woman who is talking about how she is.
This is second. Put it in your face.
Hello?
In your face, baby.
Yeah?
In your face. Put it in your face.
Yes.
That one too, yes. He said that. Yeah. This I'm starting to believe what people are saying about you, my baby girl Cora. Because you not telling me when you are in Africa means you had an agenda. Because you know, okay, if I come to America, we get married, everything on the paper, and he finds out I do not care, I have my documents. Because if you truly said as a good person, as an honest wife, blah blah blah, why didn't you tell him when you were in Africa? Before coming here, before going to court? I mean, that I will believe you. But to know that you came to America and after getting married in court, you told Justin you had an affair, you are not honest. I'm saying, because if you had not said anything, no one will know and people will not say you are not honest. If I were you, I will zip my mouth. Then I will be an honest wife. In this camera, I look short, but here I am tall. Yes, I look very short here. Why? I look like this. But in real life, I'm not a short person like that. In Muslim tradition, you go and cheat. Come tell your husband I cheat. You better shut up. They will kill you. They will stone you to death, Cora. Because you think he's a white man, everything is okay. Hey, girl, this is a crime. A crime. Yeah. Now I understood why people were saying that it was all for green card. I never believed it until you came out yourself to say I cheated. And as a good wife, I told him. When did you tell him? When he came to America, he gets married in court. After that, you told him that you cheated. That is honest. Honest is when you shut up and you don't say anything at all. It's better you shut up. Because you telling him after getting married here in America means you have your own agenda. It will be better you didn't tell Justin anything, believe me. If you wanted to tell Justin, you should have told him when you were in Africa, before him even processing your papers for you to come to America. That will be honest. After that, you are not honest. At that moment, you did not tell him anything. Coming to America, and after court, marriage, and everything, you are not honest. This is not honest. If a man do this to me, he's not honest. That man is not. Can't say, oh, my wife, I'm honest. You see, I'm a good guy. I told you, I did. You better not tell me. You better not tell me. Because telling me that you cheated after everything, why couldn't you tell me when you were in Africa? And now you are here, you are telling me you cheated. You are mad. You are mad. Yeah. No, you could have exposed Justin when you guys were still husband and wife, not after the marriage, girl. I cheated on my husband. Girl, this one was not good. Your sister Nancy has PhDs and master's degree, but she's not smart. You have to use your common sense, Nancy, okay? You and people who can acquire more education are people who can remember things. Whatever you tell them, they remember. So when you go to school, you learn, you remember whatever you learned, you write your exams, you pass your exam. Doesn't make you smart. Doesn't make you intelligent than anyone. Intelligent and smart people are people who invent things. Who invent things. They are smart. If you can't invent anything, you ain't smart. Okay? Better do something, especially like something like this. Okay? Then you are smart. Or invent something like this. This here. Then you are smart. Insulting someone, the mother is just a hairdresser. Father, truck driver. Are you mad? And with all your PhDs and masters, you are cooking on social media to earn money. Why will you cook on social media to earn money? For what? Madam PhD. For what? PhD cooker.
Somebody help me to put numbers, please. Thank you, my point.
Wait, time runs so fast, eh?
Somebody said, Lola, you're a witch. Because I'm making you to think what you don't want to write. I know that feeling, don't worry. But it's for both sides. It's for both sides. The both of them. You people should learn.
Justin and Cora.
Live video, husband and wife,
If my husband behave like Justin, hey.
Can never think of. They admit it is all for the money. All for the
I don't want this. I don't want this kind of husband.
They don't give a shit
You
about
better
it.
respect yourself.
Nonsense puppies.
You better.
You are on your own with that.
If you want to be my husband, better respect yourself. You better. You better.
Bless you too. Ethan! Stop pressing that thing now.
Yeah, we are for the money. It's about the money. We all want the money. They are doing this for the money. Want the money. All they think about the money. All for the money. They are in the money. It's all about money.
We learn was from her, okay, madam? Because you do not like it doesn't mean you're hated. We learn the was. Oh God, my camera. This mobile phone is too heavy for my camera stand. I have 4 or 5 camera stands, different types, for different occasions, okay? They are all for the money, making the money. My daughter is like Cora. She does not play with her money. Hey, she does not. Even if you give her money to spend, she will tell you when you go out with her, she will tell you have to pay. She doesn't want to spend her money. You have to pay. She will use her money for different things. She will not spend the money. Child. And she's just 11 years. Yeah, that's Ghana guy who is in America. My friend is Michael something. He was rubbing the stomach of Cora, and Cora was giving it to him like this, and he was like, you know, Cora. Married to our African man, Nigerian man, you will do another man like this once you are pregnant, and he was at your behind. And they are not telling Cora what she did was wrong. Because when they do that, they won't get viewers. No, the sister just make more pepper in the soup. He just make more pepper in the soup. Your sister won't take you in her house for long because she knows that dressing of yours and what you are doing will seduce her husband. She will kick you out of the house. She will not take you and your children in her house. She's married. She'll tell you, girl, you didn't take care of your marriage. Your marriage is scatter now. Please leave me. Because she knows Korah listens to only her in the family, she can manipulate Korah and destroy Korah and erase Korah. Because she hates Korah. She didn't came for the children. She did not came for Korah or the children. She came to disgrace Korah and earn more followers. She even tricked us that he lost her page. And now go and see, from 25,000, almost 50,000 followers and counting. He just did that for sympathy, so people will follow her more. Okay guys, I'm done. I'm going to put cream on my face before using the machine, because the machine is dangerous. You have to be careful. It can damage your skin. So use it wisely. Yeah, so they attacked me because Korah is black. They said I was not supporting her and I'm supporting white man. Are you mad? Are you okay? This is about skin color, and those people who were doing this, they all have problem with white men. They all have problem with white men. Now you want me to hate white people because you have problem with some white man for whatever reason. If we are talking about racism or what, it's different. Then we all have something to say, right? But this is not about racism. This is about someone's marriage matter. Yes, she destroyed it even when she was in Nigeria. And now she's just coming to add more from fly pan to fire. From fly pan to fire. Mercy came to help from fly pan to fire. She brought.
Where was I just now? Which artist?
Fly pan to fire.
She's an artist.
This is what they say in Ghana.
Two of them were not good.
They plan for their followers to buy everything for them. That's why their beach house, they didn't have anything, only couch and mattress on the floor. They wanted the followers to buy everything. Korah get favored because of what Justin did. He left her, he came out talking. That earned Korah favor, love, more likes, more comments, more viewers, more followers, more support, everything. But now you are outside here and doing racism, Korah. Doing racism because white people are supporting him, and so they choose to support whom they want. Now that doesn't mean they hate you. You could have been silent. Your silence was very golden. It was very golden. But this your sister, it seems that she wants to scatter your job for you, so they will all go to her page. Be careful, Korah. Not all family members love us. You do not know what they think in their hearts against you.
And he didn't. Yes, and she was drunk, she said. Yes. 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 There is something. There is. In some tradition, there is. No, she's not.
He's jealous of Cora.
You know, yeah, she said Kora should go and rent a better house and balance. And balance.
Before I used to put my family first, but now I stopped. If I get married, I'll put my husband second, my children first. I used to put my family first before. Everything, family. But those family members, most of them, they didn't give it around me. So now I have learned my lesson. Letting God lead me. So my husband to be my everything and my children. I have learned my lesson that not everything is family. It's true. Princess of wax. We are all princesses, but we do not come online to say I'm a princess. I'm a princess for what? Check it. Me, that princess title cry, they run from it. I run from that family. I do not want to have anything to do with family with presidents and kings and queens. Evil family. Family who sacrifice. You don't know that kind of family that they own idols. Okay, their idols worship it, and the things that goes on in this family, you do not want to be a member. Every kingdom here in this earth or on this earth is not just like that. So things happen back door. Okay. I don't have too much flesh there. Yes, my father even passed through that sea to come to Europe. came to Europe through that area, guys. My own papa.
Why did your brother die in Morocco Sea or Libya Road just to get to this Europe and America? You now, when they look inside your family, 3 people have died in the desert. No disrespect to any of them. But you will come to social media and come and be making your mouth. Is America heaven? Is Europe heaven? You people make America and Europe heaven.
This is heaven on earth.
Where we enjoy.
Whether we like it or not, it is heaven on earth. God will punish her.
Telling you is America heaven, is America earth, is America Jesus or whatever. But Nancy children were born in America. Nancy children hold American passport. And Nancy said that children are going to Harvard University, not Nigerian University where they strike every day.
Where is she? Yes.
Children are not going to university where they strike, they are going to Harvard. And she's planting it in you people's head that America and Europe is not heaven. It is heaven.
But she came here to give birth, and her children will attend university here. Is she not lying to you guys? Deceiving you? Whoa, see, death. Death. You see, death, sorry, death. After washing my face, stop. Ah, I see. So black.
My God.
This machine is good. I have to eat something.
Carrot, I saw one. He said, which kind of carrot is this? Is this carrot?
And she said she lived in her life in abroad. And she doesn't know the carrots and the whatever here. And Justin never complained. Wow, so dark.
Bless you, Jesus. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, so Nancy was saying all of these things. My God, Nancy, you forgot.
Who never fucked up Nancy in here? Oh no.
So Nancy, you forgot that this way.
Hey, so I can't believe.
So like as I was saying,
It is what it is. I was young, what do you expect from me? I was young, what do you expect from me?
and as husband and wife,
We were young, what do you expect from us?
I am not saying you should submit all the money you make to your husband. For young women out there, this is not only about
Who
Kora.
never
Anyone
felt that
who is listening to me, the minute they come
fancy?
into my video and hear Kora, their mind will tell them, oh, she's talking
So,
all about
in
Kora.
what it is,
It's your choice.
I was me. What do you expect from me?
And run and say this Kora. Hello, my love.
The way they sing and the way you read is different. My face is red. Have to wash it. Oh, can you see? Hair and dirt. Jesus. Yes, Ember. That woman's very wicked though. The way, oh yeah, Nikuna. Oh my God, the way she treated her husband. Some people are so wicked. Why? When Justin one day bring any evidence outside the Cora will crank a so white people no motia, be careful. Omonia. We any be or cannibal queen, you know when you will start recording you, eh? No, the evidence it's here. I'm not to pull records, eh? So I have washed it and this one too.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So I'm letting it dry.
There was a video that they did, I think it was this one.
Cream out.
This one, where she had all of this to say.
Oh, my face is red.
So guys, the issue on table now is followers, bloggers, and whatever trying to sweep everything under the table without condemning what really affects our society. And that I have a big problem with. Okay? We should stand and condemn. Thank you so much for 400 star, Joanne. Thank you so much. We should stand and condemn that thing that affects our society. We have to. A woman who is married cheating, a woman cheating with pregnancy, that is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. If you tell me you will not believe Justin when he said Cora cheated with pregnancy, so we will not believe Cora when she said Justin cheated also. Yes, we will not. We will not.
But the pictures with the girl is not a proof. That is not a proof to me. He was asleep in the car when he was kissing his forehead. He was asleep. And when you sleep and people do things, you won't know, right?
You look beautiful. Thank you. And thanks for always upholding the truth and making us the younger married ladies not to appreciate these things that is happening also on the street of social media. God bless you for standing your ground in saying the truth and nothing but the truth. God bless you. Okay, what I want to say concerning Cora and Justin. This one analysis carrying the cord of Cora. Does it mean that Justin doesn't have a family? They should allow Justin.
Justin family has not even come out to say anything. And Cora, your sister making big mouth using this to earn more followers so that she can monetize her page. All Nancy thinks about it. Let me monetize my page. Let me monetize my page.
Education on how to give me star. Help me to educate her. Please, Organic Queens in the building. She's there. She just commented on how to give a star. Please help me out. Go ahead, Vinny. I'm listening to you. Okay.
I'm going to take my shower, so I will come back later maybe if I have time, okay? If I do not come back, then see you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed and take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.